Good afternoon, everyone. We are Medical Magnesium, coming over from Aachen, Germany. My name is Kilian, and I'm here with my co-founders Florian and Alex. We're here to take you on a journey about orthopedic implants which turn into bone. Modern surgery has arrived at an impressive level today. We use lasers to cure sight. We have arrived at micro-precision for brain surgery. We're even able to replace whole joints. But there's one thing we still do. There's one thing we still do. Before I tell you about that one thing, if you can't see blood, just don't watch. Because the one thing we still do is we still cut healthy people open to wrap a metal implant out of them. What you're seeing is a patient getting a titanium plate removed from his foot. And I can tell you this actually went really well. Usually, it sounds funny, but it is not. Usually, there's a lot of complications. You've got refractures of bones, and you can't predict the amount of time you need for such a surgery. It's not only about statistics, it's about people. I want you to meet my friend Timon, with a horrible accident, falling down from 5-story height, smashing down his two of his ankles at a time. His nerves got damaged really badly. And after undergoing heavy surgery, for 16 months, he had to learn to walk again, fighting back, sitting in a wheelchair for quite a while. For 16 months, and during this whole time, in the back of his mind, he always knew he's got one major problem. This is how his left ankle looks at the moment. While recovering from a heavy surgery, getting up from a wheelchair again to do your first steps again, he always knew that he has to undergo a second major surgery because this can't be in his ankle fall, and he has a really high chance to sit in a wheelchair again. Just imagine what you have just seen for a tiny plate, what this will look like for Timon to get all these bits and pieces of titanium out of his ankle. Why is this the case? Currently, there's two classes of implants which are used. We got titanium and steel, which are basically the same, and polymers. The titanium is strong. It's actually exceeding the amount of strength you need for an orthopedic implant. This has negative side effects. It's not bioabsorbable, so it stays inside your body and is really well accepted. On the other hand, we got polymers. They're too weak to cure fractures, bigger fractures, so they only can be used for tiny products in niche markets. They are bioabsorbable, but as they're all polylactic based, they give your tissue an inflammation at 100% of the time. But because there is no better solution, it's accepted by the FDA. Could magnesium become the solution? The magnesium itself has the perfect mechanical properties for the usage as an orthopedic implant. The bioabsorption is great. It's getting converted into bone. It turns into bone. It's got one major problem. It's getting absorbed too quickly by the body, and meanwhile releasing too much hydrogen gas at a time. This can lead to gas pockets inside your bones, which then lead to a damaged bone structure and causes you heavy problems. What we have done in 5 years of research, we took the bare magnesium, put on an innovative surface coating, which is giving us the control about the absorption speed of the magnesium. So we make sure that the magnesium lasts long enough to stabilize fractures inside the body. So for the first time ever, we've created an implant class which combines mechanical strength and a controlled bioabsorption in one time. So if we have a look at the class of implants, we have titanium and steel, which is actually exceeding the optimal strength you need. We got polymers, which are just too weak to be used. So the titanium is the gold standard of orthopedic implants. Magnesium is the perfect candidate, and what we have done, we've made it having a mechanical strength to stabilize fractures for the use of an orthopedic implant, and a perfect bioabsorption. So this has the potential to become the new gold standard of orthopedic implants. And now I want to hand over to Alex, the inventor of this technology.
So we learned that magnesium has the perfect abilities for orthopedic implants. But one of the major obstacles is that the degradation rate is still too quick. It took us almost 5 years to overcome that problem and find the perfect solution. Instead of looking on magnesium alloys, like all the other research groups did, we focused on coatings. And today we're using an electrochemical coating process, which is converting the surface of the magnesium into a magnesium oxide ceramic. Still degrading, but slow. And this ceramic surface is highly biocompatible, physically stable, and also it's a scalable process. I'd like to show you a video of the process. In fact, the process is not only very effective, but also very cool to watch. So here you can see small plasma emissions walking across the surface and converting the surface into the ceramic layer. Facilitating this process, we're not only able to slow down degradation, but to adjust it. Imagine it as having two different instruments. First is implant design, and second is decoating. By changing the implant design, we're able to change the ratio of surface to volume, and thus changing the basic degradation rate. By not only applying our secret coating, but also changing the coating thickness, we're able to adjust the degradation rate to the exact amount we need for every type of implant. So I'm a scientist. Unfortunately, research is done. It's already proven in the labs. So you can see on the left side, there is a degradation schematic showing a magnesium implant without a coating, red, and with a coating in green. High values mean high degradation, right? And you can see that there's a huge difference in degradation between the two. And we also took it to the animal trials. We already finished a 60 rabbit study, and also right now we're conducting a 18 minute study. And both studies show that we have less hydrogen gas evolution, no negative effects on tissue, and a very good improved bone healing. Of course, we're not the only one working on magnesium, but there's only one single company at the moment being in the market with a magnesium implant, and this one is only bare magnesium, and thus having poor bone healing quality and poor bioabsorption control. Besides that, there's only research, only basic research, either in alloys or in polymer coatings, but they all have problems either with bone healing quality or bioabsorption control. And I know that everyone is trying to tell you today that he's got like the best product ever. But I promise that this is actually the situation. So now I would like to hand over to Florian, who will take you on the business side of our venture.
Any great startup needs a great team, and we've put together a phenomenal team. On the one hand, there's Kilian. He's an amazing mechanical engineer. We have Alex, the inventor of this amazing technology, myself with a strong background in material science. You also have a strong and powerful advisors. So on the one hand, there's Christoph. He has a deep experience in running a very successful R&D tech company. We have Ashok Rao, serial entrepreneur and inventor behind the winner of this competition 2014 called MAR. And from the medical perspective, we have probably the best and the most renowned orthopedic expert when it comes to bioabsorbable implants, Ralph Smith. Our intellectual property is already well protected. So far, we have filed several patents, either taking care of the manufacturing side or on the implant itself. But most important, that's our secret sauce, the coating. We have a worldwide patent which is taking care of the electrolyte mixture, which is more than essential to generate our coating. But we want to be honest with you. These patents are pending. But together with the technology Alex just explained to you, adjusting the design and also the thickness of the coating, we are able to build a very strong and also defendable IP portfolio. And if you consider this IP portfolio to be a tool, to be an instrument, we are well equipped to conquer the market. And I'm very proud and very happy to present to you our first product. It's an ACL screw for the use in the knee. I will pass it around. I hope that all of the judges will have a chance to look at it. And if you don't have to, please contact us after the pitch. So on the left side, you see bare magnesium, which dissolves way too quickly. On the right side, that's the gray one. That looks way cooler, doesn't it? That's ours. It's our first product due to two simple reasons. The first, it's the cheapest, and the second, it's the fastest way of getting regulatory approval in Europe. And the second product, this will be the major game changer in orthopedic industry. I'm talking about the first bioabsorbable ankle plate of its kind. It's magic simply because it turns into bone. And once these two markets are conquered, we can easily provide different kind of fractures with bioabsorbable implants. Imagine breaking your wrist or your collarbone and not going under the knife a second time. So with these two products, we're attacking the $40 billion orthopedic industry, orthopedic market. And both products alone have the potential to let medical magnesium grow into very beautiful and also profitable business. So if you take a look at the ACL screw, we're talking about a market size of 225 million alone in the US. We're talking about our bioabsorbable ankle plate. This is set to revolutionize this industry. We will be the first company to provide more than 390,000 American patients with a bioabsorbable screw. Thus, these patients also won't have to go under the knife a second time. So you might consider, how are these crazy German guys turning this technology into a business in order to reach break-even in 2023? In order to do so, we have two major goals. The first is getting a CE mark, and the second is coming to the US. So for the first, the CE mark, we have to conduct additional clinical trials in human for both products, so the screw and also the plate. And this automatically leads to our milestone and investment plan. Right now, we have developed two amazing products. We have set up our entire manufacturing chain and ready to go. And besides that, we're almost done with our animal test. We have spent $600,000 so far in research here. Now we're here to reach our next goal. We're here to raise $3.5 million in order to conduct clinical trials. You might think, well, $3.5 million is quite a bit, but it's actually just the right number when you talk about medical devices. And if we get investment here, the question might be, are these guys going to come to the US? Is strong? Yes, we would be more than happy to found Medical Inc. And this automatically leads to our first exit opportunity for potential investors. And this is exactly the stage where the winner of 3 years ago was really happy to exit at a multiple of 8x. And if we not decide to do so, we'll just go on and get FDA approval, which will lead to the second exit opportunity for potential investors just before we reach break-even.
After we've arrived here in Houston, we went to one of the top leading ankle surgeons around Houston, probably in the US. He said, it's an all systems go, guys, when the cost is right. And we were happy to announce that we meet the cost of titanium implants, and they are even lower than one of the polymers. So if I want you to have three key takeaways, we have for the first time ever, a mechanically strong and bioabsorbable implant. It's proven in animals, and we've set together a defendable patent portfolio. We are medical magnesium and turning broken bones into business. Thank you.